Hi friends, welcome again to my YouTube channel. Nice to hang out with you again. And let me thank everyone that has been giving me very nice comments, and I want to appreciate you for finding time to stop by my YouTube channel. And as I promised the last time that I will be speaking about sports, and also I'll be speaking about sport safety and security, which is my core area of interest now. But today I want to do an introduction about the opportunities of sports in Africa. I want to start by saying that sport is a great business. It's a great business opportunity for Africa. If only African leaders can begin to appreciate the immensity of sports as an instrument for economic growth in their various countries and pay more attention on how best they can use this instrument, I think we will get a head start, in the process of using sports as a positive economic tool. Let me start by saying again that sports has the capacity to be able to, accommodate everybody. It's an industry that welcomes every other professional bodies or every other profession, as you may want to call it, because in sport you have different aspects that requires different expertise. So what we are saying in essence is that if any country in Africa decides to use sport as a vehicle for their new economic change, I can assure and guarantee that that country will have a very fast track or will be on a very fast track towards getting serious economic buoyancy in the aspect of sports as an instrument. Why do we have most of the challenges we are facing now currently in Africa? The major problems we are having in Africa is because sports has been run purely as a system whereby people just consider it as an instrument that is to be administered for the nationalities for the sake of national interest. But unfortunately, this is not what it should be because sport itself has the capacity to generate fund, to generate an industrialized economy if things are properly put in right perspective. Fundamental about how sports can be used as an instrument for growth in any country is for you to first have a legislation to back the operations of sports in your country. A lot of countries do not have the right legislation to support the industry, and as such, the industry is not properly regulated because there is no law backing it. In a situation where you have no laws, then the issue of getting into serious business becomes a very rare opportunity or more or like an impossible task to attain. The truth of the matter is that there must be a law in every country that recognizes the sport institution that is to drive the process of sports reforms or sports development in any given country. The second thing that is close to that again is the investment in the sector. By this, I mean investment in infrastructures, in the investment in personnel capacity development, investment in structural development. These are areas that we also lack a lot of positives when you look across Africa in general. We can only count very few countries that have done very well in these areas. A lot of the infrastructures that we have in Africa in terms of sport infrastructures, talking about stadiums, are currently not properly maintained. And the reason why they are not properly maintained is because government is not giving enough attention to these stadiums by way of properly funding the maintenance of the sports facilities. But the truth is that why I do not believe that government should be held responsible for the entire lacuna that we find in our sport industry. I think they are only responsible to the end, to the extent that they need to put proper laws in place, proper structures in place, and then allow sports to drive itself. And this is why I call on any government that is interested in using sport as a vehicle for economic reforms to see the need to first have an established law that will back up any institution that needs to be set up to drive this process, and then get competently qualified people to man the positions. It is only then that you begin to see the benefits of sports as a viable industry that can compete favorably with every other sector. I will be speaking more on other tips regarding sports and how we can use it to reform our country's economy. Join me next time as I speak more on this. Once more, Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also invite your friends to listen. God bless you.